who converse with, have you heard, have not developed the discipline of study. So they always converse with opinions. They don't converse with study. Those who have engaged the discipline of study are those who ask, have you read? They are two different things. And so this is because in the Bible, in Proverbs, right? The Lord said that it is the glory of the Lord to conceal a matter and the honor of kings to search out that matter. Hi, my name is Mrs. 𝗟𝗏𝗪𝗓. I welcome you into another episode of Life Unscripted. I was that student that graduated with the first class with an orientation that company will rush me. And I graduated passionately disappointed that company did not rush me. And I had to go out of my way to develop myself. I thought I was an introvert. And I started the journey of confident global champions by teaching people how to network, by hacking the power and the beauty of their personality type. And today we are bringing to you Life Unscripted. And in Life Unscripted, I share with you how you can become a student for life beyond academic session or school system in order that you achieve optimum and sustainable success. Because skill can make you rich, but it is the character that keeps you there. So the staying power is in the character. It is not on the tactics. It is not in the strategy. And so today, we started the 5 major struggles when you are engaging personal development. And like I told you, personal development has everything to do with education, because education, from the Latin word educere, means to draw from within. And it means that you have to draw out that which God has actually invested in you. So if you are ready to draw that out, let this be something that spurs you into action to take the discipline of a pen and a paper to write on and rewrite your script, because there are defining moments and there are redefining moments. And so if it is your first time on my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button right now, as well as the notification bell to get a notification when the next content drops. If it's your first time on Facebook, hit the follow button. Your first time on Instagram, you know what to do, because it's one of the best decisions you're going to make in your life this year and beyond. So why am I sharing this with you? You know, people like to talk about their successes and fail to be able to show us the process that led them to that success. That's what we do in the online space. Not entirely bad, because we know that the aspect of the results compel people to pay attention to the process. But at the end of the day, people need a connecting point. And so when I even started the journey of personally developing myself after the orientation that company will rush me after my first class graduation, I had to actually go through the reality of life. And so I want to, through my experience and my result, be able to share with you what truly is the struggle of personally developing yourself, of going through what education is beyond school system or academic sessions. So that is why in the last episode, I talked about the three. We talked about the definition, the decision, and the desire. And I'm able to let you know that the problem is not that you don't have money to buy a course, because if money was the problem, I don't know how you would have gone to school. I know that a lot of people, quite unfortunate, some people go into all manner of negative things just to see themselves through school. True or true, you can relate with me. But when it comes to true education, they begin to complain, they begin to lay blames, they begin to do a lot of entitlement mentality, even without their consent. And so today we want to address that, because it's a struggle you are going through. Some persons may not be able to tell you. And so the fourth one I'm going to share with you, because I told you it's going to be 5 Ds, and every other thing cut across these 5 Ds. I've been able to do my research, my experience, and I'm coming up with this because I know that over time I've used this, it worked. And so I know it's going to work for you. Now, what is the fourth D when it comes to the struggles of personal development? The fourth D is what I call discipline. Now, people think that discipline is just all about having a tight routine, following a particular core and everything. Yes, there is a dimension of discipline, having been to follow a particular course for a period of time. But when you look at discipline, you'll see that it's coming from a word disciple. And you can only attain discipline through accountability of a relationship. So many people don't have mentors. It's the climax of the whole thing. Some people claim to have mentors, but they are not engaging that mentorship relationship because they don't even know how to connect with their mentors. They always see them as, the way we grow up. You don't have to say what is right before they slap you. That was the way we were trained. You don't have to say whatever thing that you have to say. Make sure it's not something that will get you into trouble. And if it is something that gets you into trouble, you better not say. So whatever you say is going to be used against you. This one is not in the court of law, even in the court of your home. So amazing. That being said, over time these things have been able to groom us to become entitled. Over time these things have been able to groom us not to find expression even when we see the people that are willing to help us achieve our dreams. So that's why when you graduate from school, how many of your lecturers do you still keep in touch with? How many of them is a question you want to ask. How many of the people who helped you beyond your level are you still in touch with? The thing is that we have not really built this thing when it comes to people skill. Because when it comes to networking, connecting with people, it's beyond a social skill, it's therapeutic. That's why when your parents do not agree with you in whatever thing you are building, you feel depressed. You felt like you have not started life. You feel like your vision is not real. It's therapeutic. There is a woman that have been treating malaria based on the teaching I had the last time. A doctor was giving a testimony of a woman that has been treating malaria every single month. But over the time, even when the doctor consulted her, it happened that this particular patient was actually suffering from loneliness, not really malaria. And so all the time, we need to start paying attention to the companion that we do have, particularly when it comes to education. It actually demands you to be a disciple. Now, my question to you is, if powerful Jesus, when he came the second time, being a baby and is born, was able to do that, find disciples who he is going to replicate himself into to be able to carry out the purpose and the message of Christ, even when he is gone, who are you not to follow the same pattern and process of leadership that he has given an example? Even when you say, oh God, teach me to pray, he gave us a template by telling us the our Father who art in heaven that we do in assembly ground, even when we don't understand what it truly means. So it's something that we have to start paying attention to. That discipleship is very, very important. Are you willing? Do you have the attribute of respect and honor to stay and behold till you become? Are you the one that always contend, it is what is right? Whenever you are corrected, you don't take correction. You are not ready to be discipled. You're not ready to stay accountable to the course of that thing that you are called to do. And of course, you know that the first three D's are the ones that compel you to who will disciple you. And so these are the processes that you engage in personal development, because you develop yourself by first of all identifying who you are first. And that is why it comes from a point of definition. Going into the depth when it comes to mentorship, I have different series. I talked about mentorship even when I hosted the networking series. I talked about mentorship, how you can get a mentor and all of that. But you need to be a disciple, and that is where you build your staying power. That is where you build character development beyond what you are building. And so the fifth one, the last but not the least in these D's, is what I call deserve. So many people, they desire a lot of things, they long for it, but why you cannot spend money for it, why you cannot even go out of your way to do whatever it takes, is because you think you don't deserve it. For instance, there was a particular person. This person was really struggling with consistency, and I have someone who have helped me in the area of focus and consistency to actually help her. The moment she began to focus on the price, how much am I going to pay? I was not like, if you desire it enough, you should start thinking about who am I going to become after I go through this process, because that will create a particular obsession for you to go out of your way to know that you deserve the worth of that thing at the end of the tunnel is what compels you to take the action you must take today. If someone who is in a school system that doesn't guarantee any success for you, right? That doesn't guarantee that they are going to get you a job or anything, can do whatever it takes, including cheating people, trying to do away with relationship for the sake of money, going into prostitution and different robbery and all of that in the school, all manner of things for them to actually afford going to school. It means that they know that they deserve to actually be educated, and that's why they go out of their way. But my question to you today is, do you actually know that you deserve that place of worth? Because in the area in the area of discipline, in the area of you understanding that you deserve it. That's where you groom your self-esteem. And that's why in Confident Global Champion, we show you the right steps of how you are able to grow your self-esteem and build the confidence to live a life you are proud of and not the one people recommend. That's why Confident Global Champions is here for you. We are starting our fully onboarding process. It is ongoing for next cohort, which is cohort 2026. And you want to be the first persons that will get a discount of what is about to happen. You want to be part of those first persons that are going to gain clarity, starting from a point of definition to do away with all this struggle. You're not struggling with consistency. You just do not define what you truly want. You're not struggling with how much money it is going to make. The moment you desire it enough and you know that you deserve it, you will place yourself in a position whereby you can even call those people you call your destiny helpers to come and pay for you. There are a lot of times, even when I was in music, I didn't have the money when I even started out. But because of my passion and my willingness to serve, I was able to be in a position whereby even people that demanded to give me a discount, and I saw someone who invested in me because they were able to tap into my passion. He said, I really do not know how to do this, but I see your passion, I see the way you want to grow, and whatever is going to take, I'm going to sponsor you. How many of you think money is the problem? But I am telling you today that money is not your problem, bad government is not. You just have to decide. You just have to be discipled. You just have to deserve it. You just have to know that you deserve that place of worth of that personal development. It's very, very key, because it is not people don't pay you. It is value that pay you. How does value pay you? It is because you are able to grow yourself to be the value creator, and because you create value in a space, that is what compels people to actually pay you. So how much are you going to pay? You are going to pay the discipline of being discipled. You are going to pay the discipline of deserving that you are worth all of that. You are going to desire it enough, and you are going to stay in the process till you become. According to Dr. 𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏, he will say teaching brings awareness, which is what is happening here. Relationship brings discipline, and community brings wealth. A lot of people just jump from not even teaching, some people even jump from teaching by attending events and then jump into community of wealth. That's why you have a lot of WhatsApp groups that are not community based. I'm telling you this based on experience. They are not community based. They just build a community. They organize a WhatsApp group. They are doing something. No vision, no purpose, no rules, no boundaries, nothing, no sustainable experience and result. What do you expect from these kind of places? You will also, that's why a lot of people are overwhelmed in the space in the name of personal development. And so this is the time for you to focus on asking the question, have you read, rather than have you heard? Because all the time people are so much aware, there is sufficient enough information, but there are few persons who have esoteric knowledge of what is actually going on in the space, and they are the ones controlling the rest of the things, the rest of the resources that are flowing all around you that you may not probably not be aware. So you want to be in that place whereby you control resources. You want to be in that place where you know that you are worth the height of whatever thing that you can achieve. That whatever thing that you can achieve is dependent on who you become. And that is why you need to become a confident global champion. Our onboarding process, and that is why you are having this discount. Our onboarding process is coming. Talk to us. We can give you a payment plan if we see your passion. We want people who are really passionate to rewrite their script. And that's why we are going through this process to be able to help you define this thing so you get it figured out. One, you no longer need to struggle with focus or consistency. You no longer need to struggle with, oh, I'm so overwhelmed. I'm telling you this. If you stay true to the process, all right? I'm going to also show you how you can be able to get the right mentors and stay in the mentorship space to maximize the beauty of it so that you can do away with unnecessary trials and error. Yes, because in Confident Global Champions, we focus on building your self-esteem as well as your confidence, and of course, helping you know how best to build credible connections that help you scale that which you have started and are in the process of your becoming. I hope you are able to type CDC in the comment section to take action today, or you click the link in the description of my channel. If you're watching on Facebook or Instagram, hit the link on my bio. Let's have that conversation and take this to a whole new level. Are you not tired of where you are, or you want to struggle alone? Remember, A problem is an invitation to a relationship. Your confusion is valid, and that is why we are here. You only need the audacity to be able to reach out, because rich people reach people. That will be all from me tonight. I still remain your friend and your go-to-get edupreneur, founder of the Confident Global Champions Network, Mrs. 𝗟𝗏𝗃𝗃. And until I come your way again in the next episode of Life Unscripted, don't forget, it is time to live the life that you are proud of and not the one people recommend. With that, I want to say bye for now. See you in the next episode.